all you got?
Let's begin now.
What up?
Shall we begin? Let's begin now. Let's begin now.
This presentation of Infantry Outdoors is sponsored in part by Bear Creek Arsenal, Nutrient Survival, survival food reinvented for a stronger body and mind. Jase Medical, be prepared with Jase Case. Mayhem Studios, add a little mayhem to your media with the best in the biz. Oneleaf.al, affordable night vision. CW Designs, get your apps, logos, and websites. And by generous donations from viewers like you. Today's world of technology, supply shortages, fuel shortages, and war, now more than ever is the time to prepare. Throughout human history, over 1 billion people have died from disease that would have been cured by everyday antibiotics. Over 99% of Americans do not have a supply of emergency antibiotics. Over 98% of antibiotics are produced overseas. The chance that that antibiotic supply chain could be interrupted at some point is 100%. If that were to happen, experts predict that local pharmacies would run out of antibiotics in a few weeks. The time to prepare is now. Every home needs to purchase a Jase case. If we got your attention, visit our website today at jasemedical.com/Infantry Outdoors. Be sure to use promo code INFANTRY10 for 10% off your order. Be prepared with Jase Case.
My name is DJ Infantry, and I am legally blind. My passion for the outdoors has taken me to some amazing places, and I have done some incredible things. all with one mission in mind, to inspire you to get outdoors.
Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Welcome to Infantry Outdoors.
Whoa, that was really loud. Obviously, that's not what you're supposed to do there, infantry. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to the program. That was so loud. I apologize for that. I don't know why that was so loud. But that wasn't supposed to happen. Why it done did that, I don't know. But let's try not to do that again. There we go. That's better. What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Welcome to the program. Hope you're having a fantastic end to your week. Get ready for your weekend. And just be thankful for all that you have. And for another blessed week that we get to come together and hang out. Hope everybody's been doing all right. Missed you last week, man. I'm completely honest. I fell asleep. I'm allowed to do that from time to time, I hope. I fell asleep. And I didn't wake up. So, I have had spring break going at my house, and since day one of spring break, I have had sick kids. So that's what I've been dealing with all week. Logan literally slept the entire spring break. Not even kidding. So, but it's good. He needs to sleep. He doesn't feel good. Now, Brandon couldn't end up getting sick. I did take him to the county fair, though. And that didn't last very long. Oh, man. Bash, my family. What's going on, Matrix fam? How you doing? How was your week? Hope everybody had a good one. Means I definitely need to turn your butt down, too. I'm gonna blow the people out. Yeah, I hope you guys all had a good week. If you're new and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you've never been here before and you enjoy the content, give me a thumbs up, you know. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, write to me at infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. If you'd like to check out any of our products, our merch, our links, our companies, all that stuff can be found at infantryoutdoors.com. So go over and check it out and support the folks that support us. We got brand new sponsors like Bear Creek Arsenal and Nutrient Survival, just to name a few that are coming up here in the near future. So, hope that you guys have been as blessed as I have in this year. I'm so thankful for all of these folks coming on board. And make sure that you show your appreciation by shopping there using their links. They can be found in the description, as well as infantryoutdoors.com. So, this week, we're going to talk about some things, man. Be prepared. What does that mean to you? And but first off, as always, make sure you guys put in the comments, what did you do this week outdoors? So what'd you do this week, Vash? Gotta let me know. Doing well, ready for a day without plans. Well, busy's good. Busy is always good. It's when you get stale and you're stable, and then that's when it becomes a problem. So, stagnant water attract mosquito. But it's good to see you, man. Really good to see you. I put a video out. Hope everybody liked it. I have a new one I just uploaded today. Be coming out Wednesday. I have the one finally released from copyright jail. I'll be releasing the week after that. I've got some stuff with Nutrient Survival coming up. I've got some stuff with Bear Creek Arsenal coming up. I got a bunch of stuff. I have a pop. My son goes, Dad, why do you have all them boxes over there by the door? And I was like, that's all stuff I need to film, but y'all been on spring break, so it's been really hard. to do a whole lot of stuff, but I do have stuff coming every week. Just back and forth to the docks and church. Again, everybody pray for Vash, man. Pray for him and his family. I pray for you every week, brother. But hope your weekend does get better. Yeah, we've had a week of in the house. So, luckily I have that PS4 I bought. I don't know if I told you guys, I bought a PS4. And we've been playing games on there like Overwatch 2. And I like Crash Bandicoot's go-kart game that I got. I got like 6 games and it took forever. I'm going to be putting it up on the gaming channel. It took forever to load the damn things, I tell you. But you're welcome, bro. You know I got you anytime, man. I'm always here for my fans, especially my good ones like you. So, but yeah, remember to give a thumbs up, leave a comment. It helps get the algorithm going. I do this every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and we usually run till about 11, 12 o'clock, depending on the topics and things like that. But yeah, most of my week was spent indoors. I did go get my transmission for the Infantry Outdoors truck, so that is over and dropped off. Now I just have to take the truck over there, get the transmission put in, have a few other things done, and my work truck, the Infantry Outdoors truck, will be back out on the road, and then we'll have 2 vehicles again. Finally. But yeah, my son got to go out and help me do an oil change on the truck today. But yeah, I got a PS4. Everything's DJ Infantry, so you know, anywhere in the gaming sphere, I keep it real, man. It's DJ Infantry. Although the account is The Blind Gamer, if you guys want to check it out. The links are in the description box down below. And remember, anything about this program, you can check me out at infantryoutdoors.com. You can get our merch. You can get, you know, links to our sponsors. I have a shop page on there now with all kinds of good stuff that you can pick up using our affiliate links. And it will help the program out immensely. So, also our wish list is on there. If you want to make donations to the program, you can do that via PayPal. That's on there. So yeah, everything can now be found at infantryoutdoors.com. I got it all set up. So yeah, PS4 has been pretty cool, but except for the 3 days it took it to load everything, and I had to buy a hard drive. You know, that was the other thing. I had to buy a hard drive for it just to hold everything, because I think this one, I don't know if you can see in the background here, it had like a terabyte drive in it. But I'm a computer nerd. I know better than to put things on a console when you can put it on a storage drive. The less you put on your computer, this goes for any type of computers out there, the less you physically put in the computer, the better the computer will run. The more you put in the computer, the slower and dumber your computer gets. So, She-Wolf, what's going on? Good to see you. Happy Friday. Very nice to see you. I prefer physical games too. That's why, see, here's the thing. I bought the PS4 thinking these cartridges, or the right up here, the CDs was all you needed. And apparently that's not how it works. You need the CD to unlock the online media, to unlock the game, to unlock the this, to unlock the that. It's nuts. But I thought it was physical media myself. Like PS3 is physical media. Happy Friday, happy Friday. So glad to see everybody. We got a great topic for everybody tonight after the music break when I bring you all up in the chat. But as always, my question is, what did you do this week outdoors? That's always our question. So as you come in, She-Wolf, what did you do this week outdoors? It's been a rainy cold one day, hot one day. Both my kids have had the flu this entire week of spring break. We did go to the county fair, but it was like 40 degrees, a little on the cold side. So both the boys have been, Logan has been asleep the entire week. I'm not kidding you. I took him to the fair. He didn't even ride all the rides one time, and we had to go. But how exactly do you play video games? Do you have a special monitor or something? No, I don't have anything special. You want to be amazed? Go over to the channel. Vash, can you put the link to my channel in there? It's in the description. I think. It should be. But yeah, you want to be surprised, come on over and watch. I got some new content coming out. I just got the PS4. I've never shown anybody how I play video games, to be honest with you. Just like I try not to show you how I do this program. But I have a big TV right here. That's a big part of what I do. Everything just is enlarged and at a frame where you guys can't see it. But yeah, I need a big TV. Bum, bum, bum. I love the old school retro games, and we're going to start playing more of those on the channel. I just have had kids home all the time, and I'm already doing one channel that takes up all of my time, all my free time. So the gaming channel, I've been... If you remember, I had a computer crash, and it's taken a long time to get back to this point. And then I got that thing, and it literally took 3 days for it to upload everything. And that's where we are here today. So, but yeah, definitely check it out. I like racing games. I like first-person shooters. I may not be the best, but you'll be impressed. Vash Matrix will tell you. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'm in that kind of a mood right there. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna take our Friday music break here in just a minute. Hope y'all are having a good Friday. Happy Friday, happy Friday. Hey, Rebecca, what's up? Happy Friday. Yeah, there you go. There's the link. Check it out. Check it out. You'll be impressed. Come show your show your support and subscribe to your boy. Let's get some music going on a Friday night. Happy Friday, everybody.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You give
you, baby. So I stand up and speak my mind. Oh, baby, you give me ice and fire. You're chilling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, oh, oh,
All right, welcome back. PA is the first day of spring. Also, PA, keep wearing your winter coat and hat, folks. Hey, it was cold here this week. Fam, we got down to the 40s. Rebecca, good to see you. Good to see you. Happy Friday. And also, John Mose, man, what's going on? I'm going to bring the link up here in a minute if you guys want to come up and chit-chat about tonight's topic. I'm going to do that in just a minute. But yeah, it was supposed to be spring here too. But the carnival, the fair, it was like 40 degrees. And then it was like 80 degrees. And it's been 80 degrees. And then today was 70s and wet. So perfect weather for the flu. And my boys got it. Because the first day we went, last weekend we went to the river, or we went to the lake. We took them to Ocean Pond. And yeah, they done got sick. Well, at least Logan did. And then Brandon, of course, picked it up from his brother, especially hanging out at night at the carnival. But he was recovering from strep throat the week before. So it's been a long 2 weeks, basically. But Logan has slept all of it. 80 degrees, way too hot for me in March. Yeah, no, it's been warm. The topic tonight is be prepared. The Boy Scout motto. We're going to talk about how to be prepared, ways to be prepared, and how you can have a good time and get yourself prepared. So, let me bring the chat up. And I'm also going to bring up the link. If anybody wants to come up and discuss be prepared. But what does be prepared mean? Well, it means, hold on, let me see if I can pin it here. No, I can't pin that, but I'll put it up again as we go along. Let me go ahead and paste it in there now. All right. So yeah, if anybody wants to come up and discuss tonight. Over here. All right. So be prepared is having something when you need it, basically, is at all times. Is basically what that means. It sounds hard, but it is hard. See, now I have to read on a different screen, but and it's an ad. Watching for you, infantry. What? Even if you only get. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do appreciate you guys. I mean, I don't know if it matters if you skip it or not. I have no idea. I've heard so many like rumors and things. All right, I gotta go back to the other view unless somebody pops in. Oh, that's so much better. Preparedness is topic. Correct. Being prepared. Preparedness for any situation. And we're going to talk about different situations for you to be prepared for. First of all, the biggest part of being prepared is having a plan. All right? So if you're an individual, if you're a couple, if you're a family of 4 with a dog, you need to have a plan for any preparedness. You need to have a plan in order to be prepared for that situation. That's a better way to put it. Without a plan, you can have all of this stuff and no way to imply all of the work you've put into your preps. So have a plan first. Get with your family, get with your friends, get with your network, and say, hey, if something happens, this is my plan. Then you can take your preps and apply them to your plan. You know, are you bugging in? Are you bugging out? Are you, is it a natural disaster that you have to worry about? Is it being snowed in every year that you have to think about? These are all things to be prepared. And then you, of course, stem out from there. If you're a farmer, you got to worry about your crops or your cattle or your livestock or whatever it is that you're farming. So again, having a plan in place is number one, and then you can prep based upon that plan. And everybody's plan is going to be different, a little bit different. Everybody's family is going to be a little bit different. Like, for example, we used to have fire drills in school. Do you do fire drills with your family? What if a fire broke out and you had to get out quickly? What would you do? You have to be prepared. What if you're working in the backyard and you shoot yourself with a nail gun? Do you have medical supplies? Are you prepared? Do you know how to use medical supplies, basic medical supplies that you'd find in a first aid kit? With the invasion at both north and south borders, things are getting worse in terms of crime. That's crazy. Even more reason to be prepared. Now, we've discussed on my program, you got to protect yourself, number one. You and your family, you got to, because the reality of it is, folks, and, when something happens, even though, like, I'm disabled and I might have friends down the road, even though they say, oh, yeah, we'll come check on you, we'll do this, that, and the other, you can't count on anything because they're going to take care of them first. You know what I'm saying? Then, or eventually, they'll get to you. Because you don't know the circumstances that they're in and if they'll be able to get to you right away. So you always need to be able to take care of yourself. Always. I think we all need to prepare for that, even in rural areas. I agree with you. I agree with you. And, yeah, you guys are welcome to check out our newest sponsor, Bear Creek Arsenal. Their link is down in the description box below. And you can find them at infantryoutdoors.com if you want to get, things like that to protect yourself with. Different items of freedom that protect you and your family in multiple different, calibers. I have some of their stuff coming up. So far from what I see, I'm happy. I like it. It works. It gets the job done. It's affordable. So again, they're linked down in the description box, and they have a great warranty. Freedom Tools, perfect. Yep, you know what I'm talking about, fam. We got a codex, a family tradition in this house. Having preps won't do much good if you can't protect your preps. I agree, 110%. I think we all need to prepare for that. Okay, I got that comment. I'm just making sure I'm not missing any comments, so y'all don't yell at me. I've heard to avoid the 763 by 39. No offense. The 763 by 39. Are you being a smartass with all of the 763 by 30? Like, or is that actually what it calls? And how is that a fence? I don't even know what that is, bud. 7.63 by 39. Remember, I'm not like, what are they called? I'm not a gunsmith like that. I just know what guns I have to do the jobs I need them to do, and that's pretty much it. But this new AR is pretty sweet, though. I will say that, in my opinion. But everybody has their own thing. I'm a person where, like, I enjoy my high points. My high point pistols. I enjoy them. I'm not a person that is, I don't like them because everybody else doesn't like them. I like them because they run. They work. They're a tool that works. Imagine that. And it doesn't stop working. And if it does stop working, they'll fix it for free because it's warranty for life. And yes, the slide is a little heavy, but for someone that's visually impaired, that reduces the amount of upward recoil so that I can get faster back on target. So there you go. I like it. And the price that I paid for it is really, really good. Brand new. So I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to enjoy. I don't think about a plan if I'm outnumbered and it's time to ditch home. Then you need to have a bug out plan. 762 by 39. I still don't know what that is, buddy. I'm sorry. Please call me stupid infantry. Telling you, infantry, I'm not a military man. Please don't think that. But I do know some stuff. I just don't know 762 by 39. Is that a rifle round? I'd imagine it's a rifle round. But again, if you bug out, you have to have a plan. Where are you going to go? How are you going to get there? Are the streets going to be clogged with people? Where is the most of the disaster or crime going to be occurring when you go to leave in that direction? That's going to be another whole thing in itself. So keep that into consideration if you bug out. Now, I had to almost bug out this year for a hurricane, which I still need to put a bug out bag together for me and 4 people plus a dog. So that's part of the reason we're getting the other truck fixed. I've been doing certain things this year to make this upcoming year a better, safer, all around decisions, like even the sponsors that we partner with, Nutrient Survival. If you guys want to get some great survival food and it's actually good for you, they also have daily Nutrigrain bar type of things. Check them out, man. They're really great, really good. I got a bunch of stuff coming up here with them that'll tell you all about it. But if you use promo code Infantry10, you'll get 10% off your order, getting your survival foods that are actually good for you. So check them out in the description box down below, and of course at infantryoutdoors.com. Don't forget to make sure you guys are all subscribed still. Make sure YouTube keeps you subscribed because, yeah, the main AK round. Okay. I've always liked... Okay, here's the thing. The way that this AR looks, I keep wanting to say an AK, and my wife's been on me about it too. The way this AR looks, I have always liked that style of AR-15, or that style of rifle. Like, it's military. That's what it reminds me of, like Rambo. And I was real big into that growing up. So that's one thing I do like about it so far. I did have to get some Picatinny rails to put on which you're not going to see that in the video, just for basically saving some time. But they sent me a flashlight. They sent me a red dot to go on it. They sent me a magazine. So yeah, we're ready to rock and roll. But yeah, I did have to get some Picatinny rails for the front barrel part, the M-lock system, so that I could attach the light that they sent to me. So, boom, 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 boom. I don't even know how you pronounce that. Ksash? It'd be like a Russian or a Polish name. Ksash? So, what are some ways that we could talk about that we can prepare for, let's say, bugging in? How can you prepare your home? Now, I know we can do this all night, but let's try to touch a little bit here and there, and we'll see what we come up with. So what are ways that you can bug into your home to protect yourself in the event of a natural disaster, in the event of whatever the case may be? If you had to stay in your home for, let's say, 2 weeks, what are ways that you could prepare for that and be prepared for it? You know, let's see what you guys come up with. Definitely trying to give up certain additions. Sugar, tobacco. Well, that's a good start. Fash was a genetically engineered guide. I like that. I like that. That was good. Hey, I have pew-pew skills. I just don't know what you call all of the damn pew-pews. So... water holding might become important. Yes, water holding. Definitely. Because, for example, if the power goes out, and even if you're like me, you live on a well, it takes electricity to pump the well to get the water in order to do that. So water storage is always key. You have a solar generator, neighbors I connect with, etc. Perfect. You have a solar generator. That works. Are you now, Rebecca, are you on well? Or are you on city water? Like, how do you get your water to your home? Because remember, the city, if the grid goes down, your city, you don't get your city water. And your solar generator don't help you there. I have water stored, extra filters and stuff to make my own. Also can cook over a fire. Sweet. That's good to know. Yeah, because if you live in a city and something happens, you ain't got no water. It's not like you can go out there and hook a car battery to your well pump and get some electricity going and get your pump going. But, you know, city would be a little bit worse. Municipal, I rent. Yeah, so you're dependent on the city. That kind of sucks. I've been there. And if the God forbid somewhere in the city, they excuse me, they break a water line or they do something, y'all have to boil. You have a boil water ordinance and all that stuff. So, you know, something else to think about. I'm in a suburb. God bless me with a decent rental and a good neighborhood. Sweet. That's important, man. To have a good neighborhood, have good people. Like for us, we got, like I said, our friends down the road. I know if something happened, they come help me out. They have in the past, and he's actually the one fixing the transmission in my other truck. So I'm thankful for that. But you can't be dependent on that as a prepper, as a person, in order to be prepared. You know, that's just part of your preps. That shouldn't be, oh, I just need to hold off until they get here. No, you need to hold off, period. What are you going to do if they don't come? What are you going to do if they can't come? You need to be prepared to either stay in or get out. Either way you go, Kokomo Joe, that's how it's going to go. So, Rebecca's inspiring you. Nice. For me, I can't drive. So, my wife has to do all the driving, but I take care of everything that's not my wife's job. Her job is to drive and to get us there and all that stuff. I keep the car running. I make sure it's safe. I have all the, I know where all the preps are to put them in the truck, and we're off and we're out. So, if we have to leave, it's not really that hard of a thing. But if we have to stay, which we've done, it's not that bad either, because we've got a generator, and it's not a solar generator, regular gas generator. Got a couple of those, and if we don't, we don't. Eat everything in the freezer first, and work your way back. So now, of course, depending on where you live, will depend on pretty much what you gonna want to do. Like you folks in the city, everybody says I want to get out, but then everybody that gets out, keep in mind they're gonna come to the suburbs, and then eventually everybody's gonna move out to the country area, to the rural areas like where I live. So kind of think of the backward process. I mean, you say, God bless me with a decent rental in a good neighborhood. As things go bad, they're going to come backwards like a wave. Because the people fleeing are going to, you get what I'm saying? Yes, sirree. Hope everybody's having fun. If you get a chance, watch A Refuge of Last Resort. A Refuge of Last Resort. All right. Hold on a minute. I can definitely do that. So, remember to make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you're having a good time. I do this every Friday. I'm going to be doing a program on Wednesday at 9 p.m. And we're calling the program Hump Day with Mayhem. So, we're going to have Mayhem from Tactical Mayhem and Mayhem Studios. He's going to be up here hanging out. We're going to be talking about military stuff. We're going to be talking about civilian versus military, and just doing a bunch of different stuff. We're going to start off the program with map reading. Now, I know we were going to do that on a Friday program. However, he's traveling as a driver and all this other stuff. So the best way to get him up here and to do it live with you guys where you can actually ask questions will be Wednesday. So Wednesday at 9 p.m., we're going to start Hump Day with Mayhem. And it's going to be, like I said, it's military-based, military to civilian-based stuff. So questions that non-military folks can have a chance to ask a military person how they would do things, how they, what do they recommend, and each week we're going to be doing a different thing. So I hope you can check that out. That'll be Wednesdays starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. It'll be the Hump Day with Mayhem program. So hope you guys can join us. We're going to take our next break, a little bit of music, chill out, relax, keep it cool.
Seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.
Alrighty then. Alright, so here we go, back in the saddle again. There's a comment here I wanted to read. Welcome back, everybody. If you're new, it's This Week Outdoors. I'm the Infantry. This week we're talking about Be Prepared. I myself am an Eagle Scout, so that's where the Be Prepared came from. Alright, so your boy's an Eagle Scout. And I've always tried to follow that model of Be Prepared, whether it's in my vehicle, whether it's in my backpack. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. You know, maybe that's that old school mentality that I was brought up on, but I'll tell you what, the old school mentalities saved my life more times than not. So, you know, I'll stick to my guns on that. But this one right here. Oh yes, neighborhoods like ours are the first to get mobbed. Neighbors and I have talked about that. And see, part of the things you got to do is make sure that your things that they want aren't easily able to see. Like, for example, I just go out my front door and shoot shoot my pellet rifles off the back porch. You've seen the videos of that. And if my neighbors see it, I don't care. You know, honestly, I don't. The only neighbors I have here are the landlords, so it's beneficial to them to have me here. And then my next door neighbor, who you guys have seen in the program, Danny, he's the one that takes me hunting. So I'll protect his property as well, and I know he'll protect me and my family. So, can anybody here weld? That's one thing I've always wanted to try, but I have never done. We've talked about ways to secure our neighborhood. Only so much I'm allowed to do at my house, but I've thought of ways to put in natural barriers. That's a great idea. But yeah, I can't weld. I don't know. I've never tried it. I've been told I can do it. You know, I believe I can do it. I know a welder. That's as close as I get to it. Yeah, and I know a guy, my neighbor's son is a welder. He just put in a little shed here to weld stuff, so I know how to melt metal. Got some more metal melting coming out Wednesday. So, hope you guys go back and check out the last video I posted, which would have been a week ago. Keep updated on what we do. Keep sharing us out. Be sure to like the video, like the live stream. Make sure you're still subscribed, because that happens a lot, that people don't subscribe or get subscribed or get unsubscribed. All right, so round number 2. What if we have to bug out? What are some of the biggest things you need to focus on when you bug out with you or your family or your whatever? So if it's you and a boyfriend, you and the boyfriend. If it's you and the kids, you and the wife and the kids and dog, what are you going to do? So if you have to bug out, what are some things that you guys in the chat can mention that we can bug out? All right, because that's an area I need to focus on. I can bug in, but what if we got to bug out? Ooh. I've talked about... read that one. That's a skill I'd like to learn, to make and wood gasifier. That'd be pretty cool. I know how to melt metal. Y'all see that on the program. And this week's video will be some melting of aluminum soda cans. So be ready to check that one out. And then finally, next week, the week after that, I'm gonna have to start releasing in between videos, because I got a bunch of stuff. I got a pile of stuff that I have to go on, that needs to go on. And yeah, so may have to post more than once a week for a little bit. But I'm sure you guys will check them out. I really do appreciate it. And for anything related to us, all of our social links, products, companies we work with, sponsors, it's all at infantryoutdoors.com. Go check it out. We got our merch, we've got our shops, we've got our merchants. It can all be found in one place. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, you want to be on the program, let me know, man. infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. Bugging out is situational, but an all-around buyout bag is a good idea. A buyout bag? What's a buyout bag? My car has an EMP shield, and my trunk has some stuff for bugging out. I have a couple people that I can tap for emergency place to go. Hot dog. Rebecca, your car has an EMP shield? You and I need to talk. Hook up my truck. I got a Suburban. I'd love to have that hooked up that way. We gotta talk, girl. An EMP shield. Then you put radar resistant paint on that some gun. Yeah, you'd be gravy. Yeah. Meant bug out. Oh, is it a buyout bag? All right, I got you. Yeah, I was gonna say, what the hell's a buyout bag? But yeah, hold on. All right, so here's the thing, though. Your bug out bag is gonna determine or be determined by the number of people. If it's just you, then you can get away with like a backpack, something of that nature. When you become a family of 4, a wife and 2 children, I got a 13-year-old and I have a 7-year-old. The bag becomes either 4 bags, or in our case, we do like totes, plastic buckets, bins, whatever you want to call them. And when I buy my survival food, I try to buy it in the buckets, where I put it in buckets. This way, it's really quick to grab, put in the back of the truck, and stack. Excuse me, should I have to bug out? EMP Shield is the name of the company, USA, veteran owned, and have contacts with government. Also, to harden the grid. That's freaking awesome. EMP Shield. That would be badass to put on my Suburban. You'll see the Bourbon come back. You'll see it. I know y'all haven't seen any of my vehicles in a while, but I'm gonna get the Avalanche stickers done, and I'm gonna get the Suburban redone. But my Suburban is like desert tan, I guess you could call it, military tan. It says Infantry Outdoors on the big side window. It's been down and out of commission for a while because we needed a transmission. But yep, got my buckets. Also, talkies for family members. Exactly. Communication is another big thing that we haven't touched on tonight. But if you're going to bug out, how are you going to communicate? Cell phones might not work. I can guarantee you cell phones won't work. Your GPS ain't going to work. That's why you need to join me Wednesday with Mayhem and learn how to read a map and do basic land navigation. Everybody should know how to read a map, know how to get around without a GPS, and you should even learn how to read a compass. It's not hard to do. Trust me, your blind friend can do it, you can do it. I have a video from way back of when I showed how to use a compass and how to find, your bearings. Basic compass reading. So go back and check that out if you want to learn how to do that. But yeah, walkie-talkies are a great idea. FRS radios, that's one good way. Get the longest range you possibly can. You've got CB radio. You've got a ham radio, which requires a license. But in an emergency situation, I don't think anybody's going to come get you. But those are your legit options for communications. And then, of course, you have AM and FM if you know how to tap into those frequencies. I figured that if we were to bug out, it's good to have walkie-talkies if we get separated or are doing duties away from base camp. I agree, 110%. I have a set of walkies. I need to expand on them because when there was 2, now there's 4. So again, what I was talking about having a family of 4, I've had these walkie-talkies since it was just me and my wife, and luckily I worked at the radio station during a hurricane. And our apartment was far enough where the walkie-talkie, we could talk back and forth while I was at the radio station. So that was the reason we originally did it, was way back, like I think it was a Hurricane Wilma, or this was back in like early 2000s. But yeah, I need to go get another 4-pack of FRS family style radios with some long range and put that in the bag. So satellite phones should work if people can afford them. Yeah, sat phones they're expensive though. Trying Trying to learn ham, but it confuses me. Well, watch a YouTube video. It'll explain it. That's how I always figure things out. Watch YouTube videos. Ham, you just need to say your whatever your name is, your frequency name, your chat. You're like, it's like I said, this is Infantry Outdoors. You need to say, hey, this is Tango Foxtrot 3 X-Ray 229er. You know, that's what you need to. That's your handle. That's their licensing number that they give you. I think. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've listened and played by ham radio. I was a young kid when my dad did that stuff. But basically, 10-4, 10-2, 10-6. You got to know 10 codes because you got to know what the hell you're saying to people. Learn your local codes and signals for local fire departments and things like that. And you'll learn a lot. I thought the ham radio stuff was interesting when I learned it. Yeah, it's pretty neat. See, it's just like your radio station. If any of y'all listen to those anymore, us old farts, but radio stations at the top of every hour have to say their call letters, their call numbers, the area in which you're broadcasting from, and the area you're broadcasting to. So, for example, the last radio station I worked at was WAVS 1170 AM, Davie, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami. So Davie's where we broadcasted from. Fort Lauderdale and Miami are broadcast coverage areas. And every hour we had to say that. The call letters, WAVS 1170 AM. So it's the same thing with ham radio. I wanted to get my license. It's just not getting in my brain. I pick up on things quickly, but not tech. Quack. Well, keep practicing at it. You'll get it. Don't let it get to you. Like I tell my son, don't give up on things. Because if you do, then the only way we can learn is to struggle. Not everything can come easy. But when you get it, you're going to get it. It's really not hard. It's really not hard. So, don't forget, gang, join me Wednesday night. Speaking of all of this, wonderful prepping stuff, I can't fill it all into one program. So, Wednesdays will be Hump Day with Mayhem. Starting this Wednesday at 9 p.m., join me and Mayhem from Tactical Mayhem and Mayhem Studios as we talk about different military applications versus civilian use and how you can utilize things and find things and even create your own things that the military may have with my good buddy Mayhem, and I have some fun. So make sure you check us out Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll just take your time. Yeah, take your time, Rebecca. Seriously, you'll get it. If you're old enough to remember dialing in a radio, I feel so weird saying that, but if you're old enough to remember how to dial in a radio and make the little thing go across, either your old alarm clock or whatever, ham radio is basically the same thing. You have frequency, you have your big numbers, which are your major frequencies, like 96.3 or 96.5, 97.3, 99.1, 100.3. They're key frequencies throughout the country. But then again, you have the frequencies in between that most people don't think about. That it's just flip past to the next radio station. Each one of those 100.1, 100.2, 100.3, 100.4, each one of those is a channel, is a frequency. For radio, you have to be plus or minus 3 of each radio station. So if there's a 96.3, there can't be another radio station until 96.6 or above. And even then, they try to space them out a little bit more so you don't have bleed overs and crossover transmissions and things like that. So, Rainbow River Live, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you, Dave. Good to see. I saw those numbers, man. Y'all caught some fish. Congrats on that. You and Dano, man, went and slayed them. Even Brandon was like, man, I miss being back there for that. I was like, yeah, numbers are up. We just had like a couple days in the 40s, Dave. It was crazy. And it was hot, and it was cold, and it was hot, and it was cold. But, all right, so check it out. We're going to run for commercial break. When we come back, I have another topic to talk to y'all about. So far, we talked about bugging in. We talked about bugging out. But we're going to talk about some other things, too. So I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Happy Friday. It is This Week Outdoors. Remember, if you're just coming in, Dave, what did you do this week outdoors? Tell the folks in the chat. And we're going to talk about it when we come back from our commercial break. So comments, questions, concerns, or anything pertaining to the program, write to me at infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. And for all social medias, links, merch, shop, all that good sort of stuff, go run on over to infantryoutdoors.com and check it out. It's all located in one place.
This presentation of Infantry Outdoors is sponsored in part by Bear Creek Arsenal. Nutrient Survival. Survival food reinvented for a stronger body and mind. Jase Medical. Be prepared with Jase Case. Mayhem Studios. Add a little mayhem to your media with the best in the biz. Oneleaf.al. Affordable night vision. CW Designs. Get your apps, logos, and websites. And by generous donations from viewers like you. In today's world of technology, supply shortages, fuel shortages, and war, now more than ever is the time to prepare. Throughout human history, over 1 billion people have died from disease that would have been cured by everyday antibiotics. Over 99% of Americans do not have a supply of emergency antibiotics. Over 98% of antibiotics are produced overseas. The chance that that antibiotic supply chain could be interrupted at some point is 100%. If that were to happen, experts predict that local pharmacies would run out of antibiotics in a few weeks. The time to prepare is now. Every home needs to purchase a Jase case. If we got your attention, visit our website today at jasemedical.com/Infantry Outdoors. Be sure to use promo code INFANTRY10 for 10% off your order. Be prepared with Jase Case.
Yes, sir, Bob. Okay, so I like this comment right here that I have a CB. I have a mobile CB. I have a mobile CB, but want to convert it to a base unit. I know that there's a way, but this one area I'm naturally not good at. Okay, so here's all you need. You order an excuse me. You order an AC to DC converter. You get one on Amazon. It plugs in the wall. Then you're going to hook your positive and your negative and your remote wires where they need to go on the back of this. It's going to be a block with a plug in the wall. You have screws, one for positive, one for negative, one for remote wire. So you're going to hook those up to that, plug it in the wall, and you'll have power to your CB radio. And then from there, you can just run, I know where I live is 60, 65 feet is the maximum antenna length we're allowed. And that was in the city. That was down in South Florida. You're allowed a 65-foot antenna. I used to broadcast from my shed to my radio station when my wife was pregnant. I had the whole shed decked out with DJ equipment, and I would just do my live shows on the radio from my house. Oh, excuse me. It would go up the antenna. I have still a Marty microwave transmitter, and I would broadcast to the radio station using that. So yeah, all you need is an AC/DC converter, and you plug your wires in where they need to go on the block, plug it in the wall, set it for 12 volts, and Bob's your uncle. Let me catch up on the chat, everybody. Yeah. Come easy to you and learn them well. Then focus on the harder things, and you'll get your license soon enough. Exactly. And try to relate it or translate it into something that you're good at, you know. Like I put it into old school, you know, if you're old like me, you remember how to dial in a radio station. That should really give you a great idea. But it's really not that hard. It's a lot of like repetitive stuff. Once you do it, and you do it, and you do it, and you do it, and you do it. And I forgot to hit the daggone button. You'll get the hang of it. Wash, rinse, repeat. They asked you random stuff anyway, so they might not ask many questions on the things that you have trouble with. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's been a long time since I've messed with ham radio. I just know how to do it. I'm sure I could pass it if I spent a little bit of refreshing time on it. But I grew up with that stuff. My dad was a big CB radio guy. I still have this CB radio here in the closet as well. So, but yeah, definitely learn it. Learning a new skill. It's like I tell my son. We bought him this new bow, and he's 4 inches too short for the minimum draw length. So he's unable to use it, and it also has a pin sight. It just a whole bunch of factors came into play, and he got discouraged and didn't want to do it. So we went back to his bow, his little recurve he's using now, and he's a lot happier. But like I told him, I'm like, buddy, you're gonna outgrow this. We got to move to the next one when you're ready. Obviously, you have 4 more inches to go. He's drawing back like here behind his head, and he needs to be drawing right behind his ear. So, you know, we put it to the side and let him key. As long as he's shooting, I don't care what he shoots, you know. For communication and a hobby. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Especially when you start when you start talking to people outside of the country. You know, we used to talk to people on CB radio that were in England, I think it was. We talked to somebody. I forget where my dad's talked. But over the years, he's talked like all over the place. But communication is definitely key, whether you bug in or bug out. Because if you bug in, eventually you're going to have to go out for something. You're not going to just like, I mean, unless you are, isolate yourself into a panic room situation, and that's where you're going to be. Most people are going to be in there, for a hurricane or for something crazy. You're going to come out eventually. So when you do come out, you have to go get something. You might want to have communications. There's something else you got to consider. What about your medicals? All right, you got to be prepared medically in case of an ouchie boo-boo, in case of a migraine, in case of my kid just got strep throat. Don't forget you can check out our sponsor, Jase Medical, for all of your emergency medical supplies. You can get 1 year supply of your daily medications, as well as the Jase case, which is an antibiotic kit for preppers and for travelers and for things like that. It's a full antibiotic kit prescribed to you by an actual doctor. You have to go and do this thing online. But it is directed specifically to you, or is prescribed directly to you with 5 to 6, I think it's 5 to 7 antibiotics. You can also get your daily medications. So if you're like my son and you have to take stuff for ADHD, you can get a year's supply of your meds through them prescribed to you. Just go to jasemedical.com/Infantry Outdoors. And by the way, they now have kids Jase case. So now you can get your little one all set. You can get one for you, get one for your kid, get the whole family stocked up. But make sure you use promo code Infantry10 at checkout. Unlock additional savings. That's jasemedical.com/Infantry Outdoors. So, yeah, we're going to talk about medical stuff right now. I need a Jase case filled with caffeine pills. Yeah, never sleep again. Y'all might be able to find first aid, gauze, trauma pads, etc. at thrift stores. I've saved a ton of money on doing that. That's a great idea. But yeah, make sure you have basic ouchie boo-boo needs all the way down to, Aleve for that headache. And again, for that hard to get stuff, see my friends at Jase. Tell them Infantry sent you by using promo code Infantry10. And that's the best thing that I can tell you. Now, I could tell you other ways, but YouTube's really not going to be friends with me after that because I shouldn't give you that advice. But if you need to know, write to me. Personally, get a hold of me and I will tell you tips on how you can stockpile some stuff that I can't say on here. So with medical, make sure, like I said, you have gauze. Make sure that you have Band-Aids. Make sure you have antiseptic. Make sure you have alcohol wipes, and women's stuff. Yes, ma'am, Rebecca. Matter of fact, my dad taught me a long time ago, a tampon is great for certain things on the job site, and then a maxi pad are just big ass Band-Aids. So when you get cut with like a circular, because my dad was a construction worker, so if you got cut with like a circular saw, that's a big ass gash. You could put a tampon or a maxi pad on there, wrap it, and get them to the hospital. So he always had maxi pads and tampons in his first aid kit, on his job site first aid kit. So, yep. Feminine products ain't just for women no more. Watch out. They serve a great purpose on the job site. No one talks about the cloth pads. Extra monostat. I don't know nothing about none of that. That's why I don't talk about that. I just tell you that tampons and maxi pads are great bandages. They're also great fire starters. So they serve more than one purpose. Laugh out loud at big ass Band-Aid. Yeah, that's right. Big ass Band-Aid. That's what it is a big ass Band-Aid. And I want you to think about this too. Let's say somebody busts their head open, right? The top of their head. Take a diaper. It perfectly curves with the head. You can make a bandage out of a diaper because it's the same absorbent stuff in maxi pads and diapers and in medical supplies. It's the same absorbent stuff. So grab monostat to have or have on hand for wife in preps. Okay. See, I'm sure that's her department. So she knows what she needs and what she puts it in the pot. We have plenty of stuff for sure. That's probably in the medicine drawer. To be honest with you. If it's a woman thing, it's more than likely in the medicine drawer. But another thing to think of too, maybe something like Icy Hot, Bengay, Vicks Vapor Rub. You know, we get in a situation where you can't breathe. If you're a person that suffers from allergies, you might want to consider getting yourself a box of allergy pills so that you don't have to not have them and need them. Because remember, it's better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them. Hence the whole thing, be prepared, right? Tonight's topic, be prepared. You got to be prepared in all things. Now, if you're just coming in, we have discussed being prepared, having a plan. That you got to have a plan first for each prep. Because each prep is individual. Each prep is specific to you, to your family, to your needs. So having a plan is first and foremost. And once you have your plan, you can take your preps like we've done in these steps. We've talked about medical. We've talked about bugging in versus bugging out. That's a whole thing right there. Because when you bug out, how are you going to carry all your stuff? You know, a lot of us assume, oh, I'm going to put it in my car and go. Well, how far can your car get you? Just saying. ESP if bugging out. ESP? Yeah. Stuff for athlete's foot. Exactly. Believe it or not, in my Jase case, it actually tells you what to use for jungle rot, for boot rot, for athlete's foot, things like that. So, especially if bugging out. Yeah, I'm with you. And I live in Florida, so there's always wet you have to walk through. Somewhere, somehow, there's always going to be swamp. It's swamp. So keeping your feet dry if you're bugging out is a hell of a good piece of advice for you guys. So my daughter is a yoga teacher and a personal trainer, herbalist. So I have a lot of alternative medicine. There you go. That's a whole lot better than doctor prescribed pills. But I'll take the doctor prescribed pills because if I need them, they're there. I'll use the herbal stuff first. And trust me, here's another topic to talk about. You know, how many is it? How many is too many? How many should you have? Well, 2 is 1 is none. You want at least 2 of everything if you can do it. You know, 2 lighters, 2 pew-pews, 2 escape routes, 2 whatever. You should always have 2 of them. You know, local medicines, that's awesome. I wanted to learn that, but with the visual thing, it's kind of bad if I do the wrong one. You know what I mean? Are you having a case of the typies tonight? Hey, listen, I get what you mean, because I really don't read every single. I get the gist of what you're saying as I'm trying to scroll through and keep up with you guys' comments. So trust me, if you misspell a word, I'm probably not even going to notice. I know everybody else might, but oh man, hope everybody's having a great Friday wherever you are around the world. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up. If you're new and you're not subscribed, hit us up, become part of the Infantry. Got new videos coming out for you guys Wednesday. We'll have a new video. I might have to put some more videos out on a different day, but join me Wednesday night at 9 p.m. for our new program, Hump Day with Mayhem. We're going to be talking about military to civilian tactics, food, weaponry, all kinds of different stuff. So if you want to learn from a military person, by all means, join us. We're going to have a lot of fun. That'll be Wednesdays starting this week, coming at 9 p.m. Eastern Time right here at Infantry Outdoors. We're going to be doing basic map reading and land navigation, something even the what do they call them? The I don't know what generation they are. The computer group people. Y'all need to learn this skill. Because when the electric and power don't work, I'll do hump day with Mayhem. Nice. Yeah. Him and I were talking about it with his schedule and the things that we want to do. It just makes it better for me to make a new program. So, blame the typos on Kitsash. But yeah, 9 o'clock Eastern Wednesday, we're going to start this program. And like I said, we're going to be talking about military versus civilians and military, and just pick each other's brain and learn from each other, you know. Like we did the other week, talking about the 223 and the 556 and the different rounds and things like that. So, I'll notice that you missed the point before. Yeah, .177. Wait till I get on the new air rifle. I got a 22. So does that mean I have to say .22 caliber? .22. Scooby-Doo. Whoa. If you don't put the point, I'm going to comment on you. I'll notice a few. 5.56. .223. .222 LR. .357. I even asked my gun guy, my FFL. I'm like, dude, swear to God, tell me, you guys see more gun people than I do, okay? Have you ever heard of someone give someone grief for not saying .177 caliber when referring to a pellet rifle or any caliber in that nature? And somehow when I say 177, it's miscued as 1.77, 17.7. It's taken as any other way except for 177, which is a 17 millimeter. And for years, Vash has been ripping into me because these stupid people comment, it's .177 caliber, not 1.77. Don't forget the point. No, just for 177 apparently. I'm telling you, people are nuts. Yeah, the gun shop never heard of it either. Like, no, man, we say, 177, 22, 38, 556, 223, 30-06. Now, there are certain rounds that you do say things, like 9mm is 9x19. But nobody even says 9x19. We just say 9mm. 9mm Luger at anything. But be sure to hit the thumbs up button, guys, if you haven't already. And be sure to subscribe if you're new and you're not subscribed. And if you are subscribed, check to make sure you're still subscribed. Really do appreciate it. Any comments, questions, or concerns, you can always address to me in the comments, or you can write to me at infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. Of course, if you'd like to get on the program, you'd like to be a guest, you'd like to chat about something, you want to sponsor a program, advertise with us, whatever it might be, infantryoutdoors.com, or infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com is our email address. Of course, we do have our fan mail in the description box down below, our P.O. box. If anybody wants to send anything to the P.O. box, we now have that available. Also, check out infantryoutdoors.com for all of the social links, our merch, our store, our folks that sponsor us, their websites, and all that good sort of stuff, where to get all the stuff we get here on the program. But yeah, a lot of good things coming up here. A lot of good things. Now it's going to be .22, Vash. If I don't say .22 Magnum, which I kind of spoiled the video by telling you that. Anyways, yeah. It's funny that I rile me up. I just think it's stupid, man. People like that drive me nuts. That they are so anal retentive. They spew out crap from their point mouths. Well, see, I'm glad that y'all see it that way too. Because look, man, I'm like anybody else. You know, if I make a mistake, and we've talked about this even last week when we were talking about the ammo and the AR-15 that I got and all this other stuff, and I don't know everything. I'm new to an AR-15, to be honest with you. It's my first 5.56, which I didn't know could shoot 223 until Mayhem told me. You know, and the Mayhem's like, yeah, dude, you can do this, you can do that. He's like, you're really gonna like that. I'm like, I okay. So, you know, again, thanks to Mayhem telling me all of the wonderful things I can do and this, that, and the other, and the company reaching out and sending this stuff out to me. We've got a red dot optic to put on it. We've got a tactical flashlight to put on it. And just, it's going to be a lot of fun, with this video. And videos come up in the future because there's some things that, what does 223 go through? Is it going to go through a watermelon? Is it going to go through a cantaloupe? I'm going to do some testing and firing with this gun and see what you guys think, see what I think. So far, I'm happy with it. The overall stuff. The only thing I have done to it, which I'll admit here before I even make the video, is I installed the Picatinny rails to the M-Lock ahead of time. Just so that when I'm presenting it on camera, it's saving me some time and I can just quickly put the new attachments that the company sent to me on there. But I will mention that I put those on and they didn't come with it. But for ease of time and stuff like that, I put the Picatinny rails on to the M-Lock. So, like I said, I can easily put attachments they sent to me on, if that makes sense. But definitely looking forward to that infantry. Nice. And yeah, and they're affordable too. That's the best part of it. I've never heard my hunter friends do that either. Wait, what did I miss? I don't think I've ever said point when talking about anything gun related. Gotcha. And you never heard your hunter friends say it. Okay, I'm caught up on the chat. Yeah, man, I get comments. Vash will tell you I get comments all the time. Several of them. Gotta be nuts. Yeah, I got everybody's comment. But yeah, I've got the AR-15 video coming up that I gotta shoot. Pitty titty rails. You like that? Pitty titty. That sounds better than Picatinny, doesn't it? Pitty titty. No exceptions of barrels that do 223 but don't do 5.56. Got you. Hey, look, man, I thought it was cool. I was like, oh, it's like my 308. My 308 rifle, I can shoot 308 or 7.62 NATO. So it's a win-win for me. I can shoot two different kinds of bullets. Pitty titty. Pitty titty rails. How many of you guys have pitty titty rails on your guns? Clearly I've tried. Most all these days will handle 223 and 5.56. Correct. And that's something I like, dude, because it gives you more than one option. Just like the Judge I carry day to day. Shoots 45 Colt or 410. So I can shoot you with a shotgun or put a hole through you with a 45 Colt. It gives me more than one option to fire at you. Just like this, I love shotguns for that reason. Shotguns, you can put different loads in for different scenarios. So having a shotgun, like right now I have a home defense shotgun that I could easily put a scope on and set up for hunting, even though it's a shorter barrel, I would still be able to do it. But I want to get a hunting shotgun. Right now I have a 410 that I take my kids turkey hunting with. So that's what we've been turkey hunting with. And part of prepping and being prepared as hunters, as gatherers, is like turkey season. I had to get some turkey decoys. I had to make sure the rifle was ready. I made sure both my boys were able to shoot the gun. And you guys will see I've got their video coming up somewhere in the lineup here in the future. So make sure you are subscribed. And as I said, I may have to do more than one video a week. We're also doing the Wednesday Hump Day live stream, Hump Day with Mayhem. So come be part of that Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. We're going to be talking about a lot of great tactical, military to civilian things. So come over, learn, share, all that good sort of stuff. Yeah, pretty much like 308 and 7.62 by 51. Exactly. Yeah, I'm a big fan of multiple calibers. You know, out of the same, you get multiple uses out of the same device, basically. All right, let's see. Stop but there, and we going to go into a music break, so my brain can take a break for a second. So yeah, we're gonna play another song for you guys. Hope everybody's having a good Friday night. Remember to smash that thumbs up button and become part of the infantry. And we got more stuff to talk about when we come back right after this. All right, let me see where I left off because y'all made some good comments. And let me tell you something. I appreciate y'all coming in every week. And I appreciate y'all commenting and giving your opinions and having a nice general discussion of whatever it is topics we're talking about, you know. You guys do make the program. You guys make everything happen, so I do appreciate you. But please remember, every Wednesday or every Friday at 9, we're here doing This Week Outdoors. And starting Wednesdays at 9, join us for Hump Day with Mayhem. So I hope you guys can come and enjoy that program as well. In terms of prepping, I still don't feel adequately prepared for a number of things. More and more, it feels like there's less time for what's coming. Now, that's a great comment. And this is exactly what I was talking about. So thank you, Rebecca. You can't be prepared for everything. I don't think honest to God, I don't think you can prepare for anything. You just need to be prepared for what you can be prepared for and let God, trust in God and the rest. You know, in God we trust. So we need to trust in God for the things that we are out of our control. If you do your best, all right, this all goes back to the Boy Scouts. Be prepared, do your best. Do a good turn daily. It's something I've lived my life by. So when it comes to prepping, you need to be prepared, number one, in your weakest areas. Whatever you're weakest at, whatever your weakest, like my weak point, well, obviously would be able to drive. Now, I can physically drive. I can't legally drive. So for me, I can get my kids and wife out of here. I have done it before. But you need to focus on the areas, your weakest areas first, and work your way out. If you're weak at cooking, get you some survival food. And while you're at it, go over to my friends at Nutrient Survival, grab some of their food. It's good for you. It's military combat, tested and all that good sort of stuff. It is healthy for you. And if you use promo code Infantry10, you'll get 10% off your order. So go over to Nutrient Survival. They're linked down in the description box. Get all of your family supplies, all of your snacks. They got snack bars. They got brain fuel. They've got a lot of great products. So you can check out the link. Oh, and I didn't hit the button again. Way to go, buddy. You can check out their link and all the links in the description box below, as well as InfantryOutdoors.com. So go on and check it out there. Go check them boy out. See what them do. See what them feel like. You know what me tell them? Me tell them you're vibing. You're vibing upon the infantry. Infantry says so. Infantry says so nice. At least that you can listen in for information if need be. And that's an important thing. Having something like a wind-up radio would be great, because I know everything's digital now and radio's basically dead, but when all the internet goes to shit, you're basically going to go back to your AM FM frequencies for communications. So basic frequencies are going to be back in play, whereas digital programming is not going to be available. Yes, and I did figure out on how to set up so that I can listen from time to time. Nice. Yeah, radios of any kind are fun. If you live near water, get a VHF radio. That's the boating frequencies. Then you can listen to ships, as well as CB, which is citizen band. And then you have UHF, VHF, which are private frequencies, usually done by law enforcement, security, things like that. Then you also have, they have so many bands nowadays, and so much bandwidth, but eventually bandwidth does wear out. And as a radio person, this is where we used to do piracy, radio pirates. They come in and jump your frequency and hang out and all that other good crap and run their programming on your frequency. So, pirate radio is not smart because it's a federal offense. Oh, I get my wind up solar emergency radio. Nice. And that's a good thing to have. That faux show is a good thing to have. I need to do something with y'all right quick. Pardon me while I fix something in my Sorry about that. I had to fix something. Plus they have NOAA. Yeah, NOAA is another good thing. That's your weather. Usually they have 5 NOAA bands, I think it is, depending on where you live. My walkie-talkies have... I gotta sneeze, it won't come out. Woo. God bless me. Little walkie-talkies I have the NOAA weather radio on it. So as long as you have that, you can always pick up the weather, all that sort of stuff. I used to use the NOAA weather radio a lot in the radio station. That's what our emergency alerts and broadcasts come in from. This is a test. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. If this was an actual emergency, this tone would be followed by actual directions. Once again, this is a test of the emergency alert system. Yeah. I like a good CB or whatever they used for reaching a few miles to keep in contact. CBs were the best thing. You can buy boosters for them too if you want to go farther. Not even I was talking to Mayhem. You know, not even the truck drivers really use CBs anymore, so it'd be an open frequency, depending on where you live. I got one for my mother. Last time that she lost power, I told her to use it. She never bothered to charge it, so yeah. Start cranking. But that's the nice thing with those. If you don't, you could just crank them up, you know? Crank that soldier boy. I have a mobile CB at a yard sale. Works, but I'm going to convert it. Nice. They have handheld CBs too. I would recommend getting one that like used to mount in the dash of the car. Get one of those and then get a converter and run it that way and have a mobile base unit. If it's the one that goes in the car, it looks like it goes in the dashboard, you could easily convert that to a base unit. And then you can get yourself an amplifier and 60-foot antenna and you'd be gravy. Don't forget manual stuff. Tools, grain grinder, seed oil press. Exactly. Well, we haven't reached that part. Well, let's get into the food part. Like you said there, the seed oils, the tools, the grain grinders. Things that you would need on a regular basis. Now, whether this is bugging in or bugging out, if you don't need power, you can't run your blender and make margaritas. So how the hell are you going to do it? You have to take that into consideration. Yeah, just to be a base unit for the house. Yep, that wouldn't be a bad idea. You're welcome, Rebecca. Anytime I can help. Obviously, one way to get food would be, like I've said, go to Nutrient Survival, buy you some buckets of food, buy you some packets of food, store them away, buy MREs, buy different freeze-dried foods, pack them away, canned goods, pack them away. That's the obvious thing to do. And remember that if you do go to Nutrient Survival, do me the solid, use promo code Infantry10 and we'll hook you up with 10% off your order. They've got a lot to choose from over there, and it's a lot of great food. So you'll see it in upcoming episodes here on Infantry Outdoors. So check out Nutrient Survival. Manual laundry stuff. Exactly. How you going to wash your clothes? Now, I know some people can just be okay being stinky and funky. I'm not one of those people. I can't be all stinky and funky. So I always have to be clean, always got to smell good. So washing clothes and doing things like that, that would be an important issue too. How would you do it? Me, to be honest, I'd just take a damn 5-gallon bucket and rinse it and you're good. You know, wash it in some swamp water with some soap. Perfectly fine. But that's another thing you have to consider in your area. What resources do you have available? And that's going to come into Wednesday's program with Mayhem of map reading. So make sure you come check it out Wednesday night at 9 here on my channel on the Hump Day with Mayhem program. And again, if you guys have comments, questions, concerns, ideas for a program, reach out to me either in the chat or write to me at infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. For all social medias, merch, and all that good sort of stuff, visit our website, infantryoutdoors.com. You'll be able to see that. Our sponsors, our products, affiliate links, merchandise, all kinds of stuff is there. So if you want to donate to the program, our wish list of items that we would like to do programs with, it all is in one location, infantryoutdoors.com. Hope you guys are enjoying your Friday night and having fun with me. I know I'm having a blast talking to you guys. Remember, to give the video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. It's free to do. And we do this every Friday night at 9 p.m. This week, outdoors. I have a laundry plunger, an industrial mop ringer that will fit over a tote. Nice. I have one of them old school yellow mop buckets with the ringer in it, so I could always use that. You know, not many people even know what those old school yellow mop buckets are nowadays. But remember that being prepared means just that. Be prepared. Think of your weakest areas and how you're going to protect them when something happens. It doesn't have to be a STF, shit hits the fan. It can be you hurt yourself changing a tire on your car. Do you have a first aid kit in your car? Whatever the case situation needs to be, are you prepared for it? Are you prepared if your tire goes flat? Do you have all the stuff you need so that someone else can change your flat tire? Here's an even better one. Do you know how to change a flat tire? And have you done it? Because if you haven't, you need to do it. You can't just say, "Oh, I know how to do it." Can you do it? My wife had a lot of struggles. "Oh, I know how to do it." Good. Change his tire. Come here. She had a lot of struggles with it, Yep, I just ordered the ringer. Laugh out loud. Landlord let me install a wash line. Nice. Yeah, I actually like wash lines better than dryers and stuff anyway. I've always liked air dry. We did that at my parents' house. Air dry the towels and they get like that crisp feeling to them. Yeah. Nowadays we use a dryer. And you can tell from the electric bill that we use a dryer. Now, next week, I have no idea what we're doing on this program because I haven't figured it out yet. I do know we will have another topic. I just don't know what it's going to be because right now, honestly, I'm focused on Wednesday's program with Mayhem. If you want to learn map reading and basic land navigations, come by, learn from a military person such as Mayhem, and have a little bit of fun doing it as well. So Wednesday night at 9 p.m. and then back here Friday night at 9 for another fun-filled round of This Week Outdoors. Don't forget, I got a video coming out Wednesday as well. Keep a lookout for it. We're going to be melting some soda cans. You guys know I love doing that hobby of melting soda cans and metals and things like that. I've probably got almost 200 pounds of aluminum just saved up in bars, So it's either a savings account or, if I need it for whatever. I was actually thinking about using some of it to pour anthill castings and selling them at the flea market. But we'll see. We'll see. But I do got a lot of videos coming down the pipeline for you guys. I've got some nutrient survival stuff coming up. Taste tests and first meat, making it and all that stuff. I've got the Bear Creek Arsenal's AR-15. I've got a Gammo 22 rifle. I have got daily humanitarian meals coming up that we're going to check out. I've got a lot of stuff against this wall right here that's going to make a lot of videos. So I hope you guys will stick and stay and join me for all these adventures. I thank you so much, as always, for being here with me. I thank you very much for all of your subscriptions, all of your thumbs up, thumbs downs, everything. Because you don't have to like every single program. You don't have to like every single topic. Hell, you don't even have to like me. But thank you for stopping in nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? But if you do enjoy the content, be sure to subscribe for more. Ring the bell to all notifications so you're notified whenever we put out a video or we live stream. So, already impressive, so not surprised that you're around some more. Infantry, I ordered the humanitarian meals also. Oh, the ones from Amazon. Yeah, you ordered them? I'm waiting to see how those are. Now, my only complaint, tell me if I'm wrong, Rebecca, but nowhere on the pack, like when you open the box and you get to the packages, nowhere on the packages does it tell you what's like the meal, what's the food. So you don't know if it's chicken, you don't know if it's beef, you don't know if it's stromboli, you don't know what the hell's in there. It's just an orange, they all say the same thing, package. Okay, the orange one, yeah. So tell me if yours are like that, because maybe I misread something or I didn't find, but I'll be damned if it's hit or miss with this one, boys and girls, because there's nothing on the package that says what you're eating. Have you tried them yet, too? That's another question for you. I mean, I've had some shitty MREs in my day. Because I go way back to the start of freeze-dried ice cream, and I'm in my 40s, so freeze drying's been around a long time, but I was in the first phases of it and when it first came out and stuff like that. So I've had some bad freeze-dried stuff. You guys know I like Mountain House. Mountain House, get at me, man. But Nutrient Survival, I haven't tried it yet. Next Friday I will try something here with you guys. I'll pick something out of the package and we'll give it a whirl and have a little snack time. I'm waiting to hear back from Rebecca. Have you eaten them, and are yours marked for like chicken or... Oh wait, hold on, here we go. Sorry, there is a chat delay, so y'all know that. Mine say, but the print is hard to read. I tried one. They aren't terrible, but I doctor them up. In an emergency, they're suffice. Okay. All right. I'll keep that in mind when I eat them. But I wasn't able to find anywhere on there. What the hell? Yeah, thanks, but I feel like I have a lot of weak areas. Well, then you got to pick one, and you got to work on it. That's what I can tell you. Pick one at a time. Because if you try to do all of them at once, you're going to overwhelm yourself. And that goes with anything in life. You don't want to, if you have a bunch of problems, start with one. Start with what you can control and work out to what you can't control. And do that for any situation. That's a great way of being prepared. Worry and start with the things that you can control. And what you can't control of, again, you need to trust in God. Because you can't control everything. You cannot be prepared for everything. You can be as close as you want to be, but you can't be prepared for everything. That's God's job, man. God will take care of it. So start with all the things you can control and work your way out. That's my advice. And here's another thing you might want to consider for those bugging out. You need to make sure that you have a stash of gas. Whether it's at your place or somewhere, down the road a piece, you need to have a cache of gas. Just in case you can't get to a gas station, I would say have at least 20, 40 gallons minimum. If you can do it. If you can't do it, then start figuring alternate ways of, because the day that something's going to happen ain't going to be the day you're ready. It's always going to be a day that you're not. You know, it's going to be when you're not ready and you have to act. So that's why I say you always have to be prepared. Have your stuff that lives in your car. Have your stuff that lives in your gym bag. Have your stuff that lives, you know, I don't know, in your drawer at work. Take it as far as you want to take it, you know, because things can happen anywhere at any time. And if you want to truly be prepared, then you need to, like I said, start. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. So if you need to pick your weak links apart one at a time and build a stronger chain. And with that, and the good Lord with you, you'll be just fine. And if you guys got any comments, put them in the chat, man. Got any questions? Put them in the chat. We're all learning from each other. We're all, you know, I'm not an expert in all things. I don't claim to be. I just put my life experiences out there on YouTube, basically, you know. Sometimes for the good, sometimes for the bad. Sometimes it makes people happy. Sometimes they're sad. But at the end of the day, it's my journey. Infantry, the humanitarian meals are all vegetarian basically, but have protein combinations. Okay. Well, still, I want to know what the hell am I eating? Am I eating like broccoli Alfredo, or, you know, is it just hit or miss when you grab one out of there? Because it says that there's 4 flavors, right? Well, what the hell are the 4 flavors, and which one is the flavor? That's what I want to know. Basically, it's going to be a rip it open and, okay, we got this one. And that's what we're going to try. Because I'm not going to open all of them. I'm open one, and I'm going to try it. And it's going to get based upon that. But for the price, a meal's a meal when you ain't got a meal. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not horrible, like you said, it's sustainable. And it gives you protein, and it gives you, I think it's 2,600 calories for the day. I don't see how you can lose at the price they have on Amazon. You know, it would have to taste like literal dog shit for me to not eat it at that price. That's just my thoughts. I'm not a picky eater. Like, it doesn't things, you know, I've had to eat bugs. I've had to eat stuff in wilderness survival class. I know what it is to survive if I need to. I've eaten iguana. I've eaten fish, rattlesnake, grasshoppers. There's not much I haven't eaten. So it's, you know, well, you have physical strength, the right attitude, and a lot of good priorities. Don't sell yourself short. If you were also a cute girl living here, living near me, I'd ask for a date. Well, hot dog, I'm not Hannah Barron. Y'all better snatch you up a Hannah Barron. Why do you guys think I share so much on the program? So many things that I do. Because I've learned over my life several things to take care of myself. I've learned how to garden. I've learned how to hunt. I've learned how to fish. I've learned how to do a lot of things. Boy Scouts is a big part of it, being an Eagle Scout. I have a great debt of gratitude to that program. And there's going to be more that I'm going to do on the program that you guys will see that I learned from Boy Scouts. But the, you know, be prepared part has always been a big part of my life. I've always been prepared. I've always carried more than I've needed, because what if I need it and I don't have it? When I did bass tournaments, you'd see like 15, 20 rods on the deck of my boat. And people would say, oh, Infantry, why do you have so many damn rods on your boat, dude? Like, you can only fish with one. Well, my weakness is tying lures. I happen to retie the line. And in a tournament, I don't have time for that. I only have a certain amount of time to catch fish before I have to be back. So I would just have everything lined up and ready, and if one broke, I'd go to my secondary, if that makes sense. TJ jumps in. Yeah. I tell you what, though, Hannah Barron, man, that's one amazing woman. Her and Huntress Jen are like two of my top badass social media women. I know you guys are talking more about emergency situations, and this isn't meant so much for that. But I think having precious metals like gold and silver are a good prep as well. I agree with that. That is a great thing. That's why you see I melt metal. If you watch my programs, I even have one coming out Wednesday. Taking soda cans and melting them down into bars that you can use for later. Having brass, having copper, I can make Nordic gold. It's a great thing to do because one day you can either melt it down and use it for something, or you can trade it for something, or in my case, I can take it to when you take it to the recycle guy, you'd only get like 20 cents a pound of their soda cans. I'll get like $2.20 a pound because I melted it down. I took all the impurities out. Infantry, I will look in the bucket and let you know what I got. Okay. See, I didn't get a bucket. I got a box. If we're still talking about the foods, I got it. Mine came in a cardboard box. But, again, I'll be trying those here very shortly. And then Mayhem and I are getting together. We're going to actually eat an MRE from the military, a military MRE. We're going to eat one of those together and learn how that's done. So we're going to do that on a Wednesday live stream so that you guys can be part of it. Should be a lot of fun. Like I said, I got a lot coming up. Like there's literally a wall full of stuff. I've got more crossbow videos coming out. I got some archery videos coming out. Got some fishing videos coming up. There's a lot coming up. I'm keeping myself busy, or as busy as I can. We got pew pew videos coming out for you, which I know everybody's going to love the ones I do, because one of them is going to be, what's the perfect blind guy gun? And I'm sure you guys can guess it. You've heard me talk about it several times. But yeah, we'll do different pew pew videos, and big shout out to our sponsor, Bear Creek Arsenal. They're going to be sending us different pew pews to check out over the years. So yeah, a lot of exciting things are happening. We've got our friends at Nutrient Survival. They're going to be sending us stuff to check out and to try. Right now it's turkey season, so I'm going to try to get my booty out into the turkey field a little bit. And yes, I put them in 5-gallon bucket. Okay, that's a smart move. I still have them in the box because I still got to do my thumbnail and all that, YouTube stuff. But I have them. I just haven't gotten to them yet. But yeah, if you guys really want some good survival food, go check out our partners at Nutrient Survival. Their link is in the description box, as well as at our website, infantryoutdoors.com. Check them out when you go. English is so hard. Holy cow. When you go to check out, use Infantry 10. You get 10% off your order when you do that. So thank you to Nutrient Survival. And thank you, Mountain Dew. For 30 plus years of me drinking Mountain Dew. I'll probably do the same thing. Not a 5-gallon bucket. I'll probably put them in like a tote. Because to be honest, I use a lot of my, like I was even telling my wife, I have to go get more breakfasty meals for the bucket, because over the course of deer season and into turkey season, we've eaten all the breakfast ones. Or at least I've eaten. Me and my sons have eaten them. So I need to go back and replenish the breakfast food section of my food buckets. But I just put them in square buckets, I have breakfast in one and I have lunch, dinner in another one. And now I'll have this box full of MREs, basically, once I'm done. And like I said, if they taste anything halfway decent, I'm going to buy more. It's like the $20, I think it's $20 bucket, 20 or 40. I think it's 20. Bucket you can get the 72-hour survival bucket you can get in the grocery aisle at Walmart. I think it's like $20. You get pancakes, you get all kinds of food, man. I bought like 4 or 5 of them. I've even given one away on the channel. So, it actually was really good. And it is a company I've reached out to, but never heard back from. So again, big shout out to Nutrient Survival for reaching out to a channel like me and give me an opportunity to promote your product. Next Friday, I'll actually have something up here to munch on. I got to get some media stuff done with the products first before I open them up, eat them, and all that good. Take all the good green screen photos and outside photos and all the cool shots that you see when we make commercials. So yeah, be on the lookout for the commercial coming out soon for Nutrient Survival. And we're also going to make one for Bear Creek Arsenal. So be on the lookout for that as well. With that said, gang, anybody got anything else they want to talk about? Because I'm at the end of my program diary here for the night. I think we covered a lot. And as always, I want to thank the chat and everybody in it for being part of the program and asking such amazing questions, putting such great comments, and making it so we can all learn from each other. Please join me Wednesday at 9 p.m. for Hump Day with Mayhem. We're going to be doing basic map reading and land navigations. So if you don't know how to read a map, it might be a good idea to come over. And we'll be back here Friday at 9 p.m. for another episode of This Week Outdoors. I always like knowing what you guys did out this week outdoors, because I don't find what I do all that interesting anymore. I want to hear from you. So come and join us Friday nights at 9 p.m. Packets are numbered, and the paper that comes with it should tell you packets say meal number 4. Okay, got you. There was a piece of paper in there. I hope I still have it. Nutrient survival food is key. Well, please be sure to use my promo code when you guys, and my link if you don't mind, because we do want to drive traffic. We want to show the sponsors that we're driving traffic to their website. So even if you just go browse, please click my link. That way it says, hey, we heard it through Infantry, and it just gives them good traffic numbers. Because that's what we want to do, is just let them know which creator is sending them your way. I think I threw out my paper when I put them in the bucket. Okay, so I'll keep an eye out. I might still have it in a box. I think I stuffed everything back in. But I hope that there's something that way, because if not, that'd be a real crappy way to promote. They need to write it on the package. What your entree is. Because if not, what if you're getting the same entree like 3 days in a row just because of the luck of the draw, Crap, I'm having broccoli and mac and cheese again? Man, that's like 3 days in a row. But with that said, everybody, if you don't have any more comments, if you know any more things we could talk about tonight, I do appreciate you so much. Remember, you can always reach out and write to me at infantry.outdoors@yahoo.com. We'll go check them out after this. Awesome. Yeah, I really appreciate that. And they've got some really good stuff. They don't have just survival food at Nutrient Survival. They've got like brain bars and things like that. They've got milkshakes, which we're going to try out. I might have one of those next week. I have oatmeal to try out. Yeah. So next week, what we'll do is we'll go through the box. I'll show you guys what we have and all that good sort of stuff. I should be done with my B-roll by then. And we'll try some stuff, man. It's, I think it's pretty good. But then again, I'm not a picky eater. I remember seeing the entries, so I'm sure it was on paper. I thought these over a year ago. I'm excited to try this stuff, that's for sure. But I'm definitely going to have to try it in different, I'll try something on a live stream with you guys next week, and then I'll have to, figure out how to break it up, because they sent me a box with, variety packs in it. The one thing I'm not big on is the coffee. So I'll probably have my wife give her recommendation on the coffee or not. Because I'm not a coffee drinker. But I do have a coffee drinker in the house. And she's had some pretty shitty campground coffee. I think we all have. So it'll be interesting to see her reaction and what she thinks of their coffee that they sent. I'm going to catch some Walking Dead reruns before bed. Have a good night, Infantry, Rebecca Bash, and Ksash. You too. I'm getting ready to sign off myself. Gang, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had a great time with me. As always, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, write to me at infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. And for all of my socials, all of my programming, all of my everything can be found at infantryoutdoors.com. With that said, join me again Wednesday night at 9 as we present Hump Day with Mayhem. So thank you guys. God bless you. I really love you and appreciate everything you do for my program. And as always, I hope that this and all of my adventures inspires you to get outdoors. So until we meet again on a live stream or somewhere in between, have an amazing weekend, everybody.
This presentation of Infantry Outdoors is sponsored in part by Bear Creek Arsenal, Nutrient Survival, survival food reinvented for a stronger body and mind. Jase Medical, be prepared with Jase Case. Mayhem Studios, add a little mayhem to your media with the best in the biz. Oneleaf.al, affordable night vision. And by generous donations from viewers like you. In today's world of technology, supply shortages, fuel shortages, and war, now more than ever is the time to prepare. Throughout human history, over 1 billion people have died from disease that would have been cured by everyday antibiotics. Over 99% of Americans do not have a supply of emergency antibiotics. Over 98% of antibiotics are produced overseas. The chance that that antibiotic supply chain could be interrupted at some point is 100%. If that were to happen, experts predict that local pharmacies would run out of antibiotics in a few weeks. The time to prepare is now. Every home needs to purchase a Jase case. If we got your attention, visit our website today at jasemedical.com/Infantry Outdoors. Be sure to use promo code INFANTRY10 for 10% off your order. Be prepared with Jase Case.